covering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut. Happy holidays, everybody. Welcome inside cozy Dombrowski Fieldhouse for a holiday festivus with Flint Beecher in the house in Orchard Lake and a classic battle. The 9-time state champion Beecher Bucks in the house in Orchard Lake. This has become a little bit of a rival Sam Stick Day. Beecher's here. St. Mary's needs a win in a bad way, coming off their first loss of the season.
Yeah, and you know both these teams are going to come into this game hungry. Flint Beecher off to a 4-3 start. Pretty uncharacteristic for their program, obviously defending state champions from last year. And like you said, they are perennial powerhouse in the state of Michigan. And St. Mary's dropping a game that, if you ask them, they feel they shouldn't have dropped. So this is going to be a get-right game for both teams, and you're expecting max effort tonight.
Yeah, the Eaglets coming off their first loss of the season at UAD on Monday night. And a game that they were down just 1 point with 30 seconds to go before a technical was called on Marcus Webster, a 44-year assistant. He says, "This is my second technical ever in coaching. I don't know what happened," but without getting into further detail, it was a call that cost St. Mary's, no doubt, and also a game that they tipped their cap to UAD, and we have to as well. It was a well-fought win at home against a good St. Mary's team. And after all, a lot of these teams are going to beat up on each other, aren't they?
Hey, and that's kind of the case here in the Catholic League Central Division. And U of D has been a solid basketball program for a long time now. So anytime those two teams get together, you really never know what's going to happen. But once again, if you ask St. Mary's, they tell you they shouldn't have put themselves in position to be down one with 30 seconds to go. They could have taken control, but some sloppy play, turning the ball over, not being able to handle passes, and just not knocking down shots. It cost them in the end, and, you know, tip your cap to UAD. They're a great program.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Marquise Gray is back at his alma mater, his third year with the Bucks, former professional player in Europe for quite some years, and a guy that's in a precarious spot, back-to-back state champions, and here they are, 4-3. You mentioned it, in uncharted waters. They're coming off a loss to Lansing Sexton on Tuesday night by 21 points. We talked to Coach Marquise Gray before the game, and he felt that they have what it takes to win again at the state title level. What's going on in Buckland?
Well, you know, sometimes we see these teams gel throughout the season. When you win a state championship, sometimes there's that hangover, like they say in the NFL. It's tough to get up for every single game early in the season because you know it's all about March and getting to that point. But, you know, Marquise Gray, he knows his team has the talent. He's got to coach them up. They have the size to do it. So we'll find out tonight. They're going to be tested here in Orchard Lake.
All right, we'll meet the starters and further analysis from Stick, along with his keys to victory. Happy holidays, everybody, from Orchard Lake. Glad you're with us. We're the Prep. Back after this.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Did you know that kids are not little adults when it comes to sports injuries? That's because of something called the growth plate. Growth plates exist all over the human body in our growing athletes. They're actually little cartilage discs that exist at the end of all the long bones. It's simply where a kid grows. The problem is that the growth plate can be the weak link. What might be a sprain, a strain, or a tear in an adult when they hurt themselves can actually be a growth plate fracture in a kid. So it's important, if your kid has hurt themselves and they're not using their arm or they're not able to put weight on a leg, come see one of us, get an x-ray, and make sure it's not a growth plate fracture. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the class.
Do in that game.
Well, really just playing within themselves, slowing the game down, crisp passing, solid shooting, finding the open man, and knocking down the shot. And that's a lot easier said than done against a team like Flint Beecher. But, to me, the X factor this year for St. Mary's, and we saw it a couple games ago against Toledo St. John's, is Savory. I mean, Trey McKinney hasn't had a big compliment in his 2 years here at Orchard Lake St. Mary's, and that's kind of been the one thing. He's got Sherrod Barnes to be kind of the Batman to his Robin, in the guard position, but he really hasn't had a true big to support him. And I think a game today against the Flint Beecher team, which comes at you with all that size, that's going to be a major factor.
Trey and the Eaglets just didn't have the flow. Talked to Len Karshnia, 33-year assistant coach, associate head coach. He just said they never got into it, struggled with the simple things. Tonight, they'll face that 2-3 zone for Flint Beecher. Concerns in the 2-3 zone and decision-making and how to handle that?
Yeah, we've seen in the past 2 to 3 years for Orchard Lake St. Mary's struggling against the zone. And, we'll see if Todd Covert has worked that out, if they practice on it, and what they can do tonight. But that zone has proposed a lot of issues for Orchard Lake St. Mary's in the recent past.
All right, we'll take a timeout. We are inching our way closer to tip-off. Just around the corner in Orchard Lake. Glad you're with us. Thanks for hanging out. We're the Prep.
Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
All right, another beautiful rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner on this Thursday night. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays. Let's meet the starting lineups for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. The Eaglets who come in 3-1 on the year, number 1 ranked in the state of Michigan. Coming into the week, they lost. They'll probably pop out of that spot, and we'll see a new number 1. However, number 1 for the rest of the week, trying to get right coming off their first loss. Sherrod Barnes is the point guard, a combo guard, a defensive specialist, and a guy that's really coming on offensively as well. The junior gets the start. A couple Division I offers for Sherrod. Daniel Smythe, a sniper, a long-distance shooter, and much, much more. Bugsy looking to get on track from distance tonight in Orchard Lake. He has been one of the best long-distance shooters in the state of Michigan. Trey McKinney, number 12 player in the country, according to ESPN, for the junior class of 2025. He's going to UCLA and Stanford to visit next week. Just 2 of 10 that are in the playlist for Trey McKinney, the top player in the state of Michigan, one of the best in the country. Andrew Smith, the guy they call Smitty, committed to Northwood. And this is a guy that is a glue guy, a program guy, and a guy that's very important to this lineup. And he'll be big tonight against the Bucks. Jaden Savory in the middle, the transfer from Detroit Renaissance High School, sat out all of last year, and boy, was it worth the wait. This kid's good. Can do it all at 6'6", has Power 5 football offers from Arizona State and others. And he is quite a basketball player, and he's got some tough decisions ahead, but he is the big man for the Eaglets this year. And we'll also see Wisniewski off that bench to help sub him out. It's a deep 8 for St. Mary's. Coached by Todd Covert in his 9th season. Grad of 1992. Todd's assisted by the legend and the CHSL Hall of Famer and associate head coach Leonard Karshnia in his 33rd season. Assistant coaches Marcus Webster in his 9th year, Brad Crichton in his 5th, and Lauren Bowman Jr. in his 1st year, the former Eaglet All-Stater and Badger. For the Bucks, Flint Beecher, 4-3 on the year, 2-0 in their conference, and they'll run them out like this for Marquise Gray in his 3rd year, the former Michigan State Spartan. It's Keontae Menefield, their best player, at the point guard spot. They're rolling without their shooting guard, DeMarcus Burke. He's out tonight. He's been out the whole year, and it's been a big miss for the Bucks. Eric Jones Jr. is the other guard. Wasir James is one of the forwards. Al Williams a forward. And the big man in the middle is Don Jarrell Hughes. So getting set to go. St. Mary's in the white, Beecher in the red. And the Eaglets trying to get a win after falling on Monday night to UAD. And Beecher also coming off a loss stick to Sexton a couple nights ago by 21 points. They're trying to get themselves right as well.
Yeah, a couple of proud ball clubs, proud programs, so I'm really excited. You know, it's great to get teams when they're undefeated and they have a lot to play for, but it's also fun to get teams when they're coming off a loss and you get to see that grit that Dan Campbell always talks about, to see if you can bounce back, because things are going to happen. Losses are going to happen, but how you respond to those losses says more about your team than anything else.
Yeah, and Beecher lost a lot last year. Carmelo Harris, Carmelo Harris and Robert Lee. Robert Lee is actually in the building tonight. Harris and Lee are both Wayne State Warriors, and we actually cover them on the prep. Hey, Will Smythe's in the house. Loyola Chicago guard is here to watch his brother Daniel. I wondered why security was so tight tonight. With Big Will in the building.
Motorcade.
So there's ball gate going on. Beecher wants to use their ball. St. Mary's wants to use their ball. And I think this is all about the ball and nobody wanting to budge on what ball to use.
Yeah, well, we'll find out if they chose the right one. You know, unfortunately, it's not like the football where you get to pick for your own possession.
Yeah, all right. That's right. We're set to go, tipped up, and on our way we go. Thames to jump it against Savory. And here come the Buccaneers. State champions a year ago, but again, they lost a lot, including Lee and Harris. 3-ball, right point, no. Trey with a rebound, and here come the Eaglets trying to get this offense in gear. Barnes, corner, 3, no. And the rebound pulled off by A.I. Williams. Here come the Buccaneers looking for the game's first points.
Yeah, St. Mary's, they're known for their man-to-man defense because they have all these athletes, so it's fun to watch them switch and get into the right matchups.
There's a batted ball there. St. Mary's primarily man-to-man. Topside 3, no. Trey with his second rebound. And here comes Bugsy Smythe up the left side. Down to Smitty, back to Smythe for 3, in and out. And the game's still looking for its first point, 62 seconds in.
Yeah, but I think if you're St. Mary's, you're happy with those first 2 shots you got. They were both wide open looks. They just didn't go down.
That's right. So this is Eric Jones working against Daniel Smythe. To the left point they go with Terry Thames Jr. This is a senior and a big guy. They're a long and thin team. Big and long are the Bucks. This guy, Keontae Menefield, his brother plays out at Washington for the Huskies. At last check, players move around so much. But he upgraded. He was an Eastern Michigan commit and then went out to Washington. He played so well his senior year. Some good bloodlines. Long set for the Bucks. Offensive foul, and that's going to go on number 13. That's Don Jarrell Hughes trying to work against Daniel Bugsy Smythe, and he got busted for it.
Yeah, that's already a couple quick turnovers for Beecher. And that's one thing that Orchard Lake St. Mary's will do. Their defense will force you into turnovers.
They will. 2-3 zone primarily for the Bucks, but they've come out in man, and we've got a whistle here and another foul. This is going to go on Eric Jones, getting a little physical up front, trying to fight through that screen. Here's another look.
Yeah, there it is. Just kind of pushes Sherrod Barnes to the ground. And we talk about Orchard Lake St. Mary's against this zone, the 2-3 zone. You know, obvious the weak spots are right there at the free throw line, and you want to hit those hot corners.
Yeah.
We'll see how St. Mary's attacks.
The Eaglets last year, 14-11, 2-6 in the CHSL Central. And there you see Andrew Smith get loose for 2 points. And one of the seniors and the captains, 2-0 Eaglets.
Yeah, nice backdoor cut, able to get to the rim, and a beautiful pass by Jaden Savory to get him that ball, too.
Savory can do so much, Stick. Passing's one of his strong parts.
Yep, nice bounce pass right there and a backdoor layup.
Pretty basketball last couple sets. Off a screen tray, 19-foot or no. Eaglets slow start shooting the ball, just 1 of 4. Flint Beecher 0 of 2.
And we saw this slow start against Toledo St. John's for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. They had 4 points through about 5 minutes. The next thing you know, they have 20 at the end of the quarter.
Top of the key triple, Eric Jones gives the Buccaneers their first lead of the night. 3 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Trey McKinney topside. Down the avenue. Drew the foul. He'll go line right and shoot 2.
Yeah, Trey McKinney, just a big physical guy. We talk about it when he gets that head of steam. It's just tough to stop him. You either got to foul him or hope he misses the shot. So once he gets you on his hip, you are not going to be able to get in front of him. Here he is right there. As soon as he gets even, it's almost over.
Got that broad body. He's added to that stature, averaging 20 points a game. All-American preseason, top 12 player in the country, and really a do-it-all small forward. He's added some bulk, yet still nimble and still fluid and athletic, and he's given the Eaglets the lead again, +1. Semi-finalists last year were St. Mary's in Division I. Beecher went all the way and won it in Division III. Kick ball off the toe. Good hustle by Barnes, but it's going to be Beecher ball. Your officials tonight, Eric Talassis, along with Kevin Berry II, and Wayne State's own DeLonda Little. D and I used to live in the Wayne State Forest Warren apartments together back in the day.
Ah, nice.
May or may not have shared a meal or beverage a couple times.
That's a fun area to be at.
Yep, she's one of the best officials in the state. She's one of the best basketball players in Wayne State women's history. It's a foul on the floor, non-shooting foul or reach-in. And St. Mary's size and skill of Beecher are a little bit of an issue right now, Stick.
Yeah, and that's really the matchup that I'm looking at. You just visually can see the size difference when they go to Thames, and that's probably something they're going to have to exploit this entire game, because that's a clear advantage that they have.
Yep. Great ball and a bounce play. And the find is to A.I. Williams, who floats it off the window. And Beecher's +1. Sherrod with a blur drive. Draws the foul.
And that's one of those, if he makes it, I don't think they're going to call that. But since he missed that shot, you got to call the contact. But Sherrod Barnes, you talked about it early, just how he's evolving as an offensive player. When he slashes to the rim like that, he is tough to stop. He's got speed.
Got a burst to him on both sides of the ball. Sherrod will try to tie it up with a second free throw. Jaden Savory will take his seat. The senior Mason Wisniewski, a relentless big man, will come off that bench. And what a luxury it is for Todd Covert to have a 6'5" guy like Wisniewski to come off the bench and give Jaden Savory a blow.
Yeah, especially after he got starter minutes last year.
Yep.
Those are valuable minutes for him.
Menefield off the glass, and he scores it. That's his first points of the night. 3 different Bucks have scored, and it's a 7-5 Flint Beecher lead.
I mean, what an impressive take on the run off the glass. That is a tough shot.
Smythe lost it, regathers, and Sherrod sets it up.
Flint faithful has traveled. They're loud today.
The defense travels. Smythe corner 3. Back iron miss, no. Menefield on the push. Smooth jump shot from Eric Jones, and Beecher's up 4. Jones has 5 to lead the way. Trey corner. Living right roll. McKinney for 3, and the first triple of the night for the Eaglets. Down 1, Trey has 5 with 3 to go.
And that's what makes Trey McKinney so dangerous, too. You go on a little run, who's going to break it? Trey McKinney right there to bust the 3.
Steal by Smith, 3-on-2. Barnes for 3. Got it! Splash City! Eaglets plus 2 with 2:45 left. Back-to-back bangers from downtown.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That slow start doesn't mean anything. Both these teams could score in bunches.
Jones working against Trey McKinney, much improved on the defensive end. And Smitty will toss him to the court. Isaiah Zip Hines will check in. Andrew Smith, the senior, will check out. St. Mary's will go with a little more speed for size.
You love Isaiah wearing the number 11.
Isaiah Thomas, or number 11. I'm assuming that's where you were going.
I'm glad you picked up on that.
We're some old heads. Not everybody's getting that one. Sherrod Barnes a little too excited and impatient, and it cost the Eaglets a turnover, something they've been struggling with.
Yeah, usually those types of travels are like, those are kind of tough to tell. Did he get going? That one, he clearly got his feet going a little bit early, and a good call.
Yep. In this ball game so far, St. Mary's has been great with the basketball. That's just their first turnover of the night. Eaglets are shooting 43% in this game. They've made 2 straight. Beecher shooting 4 of 7. They've made 4 straight shots, make it 5 straight shots, and we're tied at 11. 7 points for the top scorer, Eric Jones.
Yeah, Eric Jones looking to be on target this first quarter. 2 turnaround jump shots from the corner.
Beecher's feeling it.
There's the Flint crowd getting rowdy.
Yes, sir. Sherrod on the right side. To Trey, dead spot right 3, no. Rebound pulled off by AI. The juice in the building's starting to jumble a bit. Tight man-to-man. Sherrod gambles and gets called for the foul, and Todd Covert's going to get him out of there.
Fortunate foul, number 0, Sherrod. Barnes, his first.
Sherrod looks at coach. He goes, "That's one foul. It's just one."
Yeah.
He wants to stay on the court, but they're not going to risk him that early in this game.
Yeah.
But an intense first couple minutes, almost first quarter here for both squads.
Neck and neck. We've seen 3 lead changes already and a couple of ties. This is a fun matchup. Menefield against Hines. Splash City. 6 straight makes for Beecher after they missed their first 3. They're plus 3 with under a minute to go in the first.
And they're hitting tough shots. Crossover, fadeaway.
Trey McKinney from Zip Hines on that baseline, working some magic.
And that's what Zip Hines brings to the table. He keeps that dribble alive along the baseline, and an easy drop off for probably the easiest bucket Trey McKinney's going to see all day.
For sure. .30 seconds left. And a timeout, Marquise Gray.
Yeah, great timeout by the coach because Andrew Smith had Thames on lockdown right there, right on the sideline.
Man, oh man. Another look. The tight man-to-man defense by the Eaglets.
Yeah, sometimes good offense beats great defense. Zip Hines was right with him right there, but still the crossover and the shot.
5 points for Menefield. Did you see Marquise Gray in the Bucks? 26 seconds left. What do you think so far? Pretty action-packed, huh?
I love it. For an early season basketball game, you can start to feel the intensity in the gym. I know it's, break right now, but people are here.
Yes, sir. There you see Marquise Gray in his 3rd year coaching at his alma mater. He's a 2004 grad. He was the Class A Player of the Year and 4th in Mr. Basketball. Of course, went to Michigan State, 09 grad. Played 4 years on the Spartans Club. And notable players he's coached, Carmelo Harris, currently at Wayne State. And also the other fella in the building tonight, Mr. Lee. 16 seconds left. Beecher +1. And they want the lead going into the second. And the last shot. Menafield down low. Blocked by Wisniewski. 1 second left. Smythe ahead to Hines. And the first quarter's over, and it belongs to Beecher. The Flint Beecher Bucks on the road with a 1-point lead against the #1 Eaglets. We're back to Orchard Lake. Got a dandy. Happy holidays.
Does your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Oh yeah, folks are watching the prep. It's all the rage. Thanks for doing so. My name is Chad Bush. He is Sam Stick Day. Glad to be back to our alma mater during the holidays. What a beautiful campus it is. All these acres. Todd Covert knows about it. He's been here since 1989 when he was a freshman. And loves this place. And he's got his club off to a good start. 3-1 on the year. A lot of chicken left on the bone for the Eaglets. Just 14-11 last year, but went all the way to the semifinals after getting hot, winning 5 straight, including knocking off #1, Brother Rice. Trey from the mid-post, got it, rolls it home. And Trey has 9, and the Eaglets have a 1-point lead, 7:38 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's almost like his bread and butter. When he can get you to that free throw line and have that nice pull-up jumper, it's about 90% shooting from there.
Keontae for 3, and Trey lost it. That's going to stick with the Bucks. Ball out of bounds, baseline left. No, it's going the other way. My bad. There you see DJ White behind Trey McKinney. Here's another look at it, Stick.
Yeah, it looked like it was clearly off St. Mary's, but it looked like there was some contact that they were ignoring to make that happen, so it's almost a trade-off. Do you want the possession or do you want the foul?
That's fine. I have no issues with that. Savory from the top side. Trey's on a fire from 17, sticks it. Give him 11, give the Eaglets a field goal lead. 1 minute gone by in the second quarter.
And he's been able to consistently hit that shot since he was a freshman. Anytime he gets on that elbow right there by that free throw line, like I said, it's almost automatic.
11 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist for Trey. Quick answer by Terry Thames, the senior forward, silky smooth. His first points. Sherrod, no.
Yeah, I'd like to see Sherrod take that to the hoop. He's settled for a couple three-pointers today. They have been open, but he's had space to drive.
No doubt. Shot, no. Zip on the run. He's got Trey ahead. He'll take it himself and lay it in.
I mean, there's being fast, and then there's being fast with a basketball, and it's such a difference. Him keeping pace with everybody, and he's trying to dribble. It's pretty impressive.
Yes, sir. The Macomb Dakota transfer sat out last year due to an HSA ruling, along with his other 2 teammates. Menefield waved that bucket off, no good. Andrew Smith stud in there, and I said he stud in there.
Yeah, he made a business decision, and you know what? He was taking this charge because this was a pretty nice layup for Flint Beecher. And a way to put his arms up and just occupy space. Keontae Menefield, he's had some nice-looking shots so far in this game.
Yes, sir. All for naught there. Good hustle by Smitty. Just what he does. Trey on fire in this first half. No foul. Savory, a big boy rebound. And the putback gets rewarded. Line right.
And the growth of Jaden Savory has been fun to watch. There you just see him. I love how he didn't take the ball back down. You see a lot of big men sometimes, they get that rebound right by the rim. They put it on the floor, and it gets blocked going back up. But Savory, just using his big strength and his size, gets it up.
Our G of the game last time out. Savory had a fine performance in the win over Toledo St. John Jesuits, the game we called here on the Prep. Had a big night. Free throws are good. Savory finished with 18 points on 9 of 13 from the floor. Quenches a couple of times there.
Yeah, and at one point he was 9 of 10. He missed his last 3 shots.
That's right.
My poor stat keeper kept sending me to it. 90% for the game, 70% for the game, 60% for the game.
I love it. The stat keepers, checkers keep us in check, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Savory from 16 on the right wing, no. How about Sherrod Barnes out of midair with a putback? And the Eaglets with their largest lead of 7. Sherrod has 6 with 5 to go.
He is such a fun athlete to watch. Flying through the air, takes down the rebound and lays it in.
Ultra athletic. Big time burst. Eric Jones out of control. Smitty stood in there, so did Barnes.
And not only did Sherrod Barnes stand in there, it looked like he got a steal out of that too. If they wouldn't have called that a charge, he would have stolen the ball. But there you see Savory with the miss and Sherrod just flying through the air. The body control it takes and the concentration to have those reflexes to adjust mid-flight. Something I've never had, Jed.
No, sir, me either. Marcus Webster will talk to Zip Hines at the end of that bench, put his arm around him. Our condolences to Marcus. He lost his father a couple of weeks ago. Our hearts go out to the Webster family. Marcus, good to see him before the game. Savory with a big body banker off the glass. And he's got a quick 4 with 4:24 to go. Eaglets with their largest lead of 9.
Yeah, you said it, big body. We talked about it last game. People just bounce off of him. And he just put his shoulder in and created space right there.
Physical specimen. And much, much more. Terry Thames Jr. high on the right. The Beecher Bucks, used to winning, had to replace a lot. But everybody on this team was a part of the title team from a year ago. They know what it's like to get a ring. Trey ahead, Smitty. Off the glass, got it and a foul. Oh, what a find from Trey. And what a way to finish the assignment for the senior.
Yeah, a 3/4 court baseball pass assist right there by Trey McKinney. And an excellent finish. I thought he made a mistake by pump faking and giving his defenders a chance to gather themselves. But there you see the strength of Andrew Smith.
Heart and soul, this team, a guy that can really find his way to get open without the ball. Really elite at doing that. Smart player, as you saw there with a pump fake. Ball out of bounds. Pesky Eaglets defensively coming out with a different kind of energy in this game, Stick.
Yeah, and we talked about it. How do you bounce back for a tough loss? And you're seeing a little extra defensive effort out of Trey McKinney tonight with quick hands. We haven't seen that really with him on the perimeter, but he's showing it tonight. And St. Mary's has an 11-point lead with 3:25 left here in the second.
Eaglets by 11 in Orchard Lake. Happy holidays. We're the Prep. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, follow. Thank you.
to shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
One of the best golfers all time in St. Mary's history, Todd Covert. But Todd did it all. 3-sport athlete at St. Mary's, basketball, baseball, along with golf, where he was all-state, went on to Oakland University, golfed for the Golden Grizzlies, or Pioneers. I can't recall if that was during their nickname transition. I digress, doesn't matter. Todd took this team to a Final Four last year, and in 2021, he got this team to 21-1. Shut down due to COVID. Proud 92 grad of St. Mary's. Also the vice chancellor of the Orchard Lake Schools, Todd Covert, roaming those sidelines, trying to get his team back. Can't say enough about the way he coached down the stretch last year, getting the Eaglets to the semifinals after finishing below 500 in the regular season, 5th in the Central Division.
Well, last year, just a tough coaching year in general with the transfers not being able to come.
Right.
Then you don't have the team that you planned on, but you still got to get young guys ready to play. And, you know, he really showed that he could evolve the young guys throughout the season.
Yes, sir. Sherrod with another 3. The second of the game. St. Mary's has built this lead to 14, their largest. They once trailed by 3. But they've been on quite the run since. Shot up, count it, and a foul. This young man has been a long, lanky pain in the neck for the Eaglets. Terry Thames Jr. counted in a foul.
And that's the matchup I was talking about earlier. You can just tell that's going to be a tough matchup all game long. You saw Sherrod Barnes get switched on him earlier. You wonder if Todd Covert's going to do that, taking Andrew Smith out of the game right now. But he is a long, lanky guy, and that wiry strength sometimes is just tough to contain, especially an awkward lefty, too. It's just awkward.
It's always tougher to defend him, no doubt. Smith will sit down with his second foul. Sherrod Barnes, right corner. Smythe off a screen for 3. Splash City for Bugs. Number 2 triples, and the Eaglets have built their largest lead of the game of 15.
And that's one thing we haven't seen unlocked in this St. Mary's offense yet, is him coming off those screens.
Watch out when that happens. Down the avenue, layup, good, and the foul despite the triple team. Terry Thames Jr.'s for real.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about. Hey, is he going to put Sherrod Barnes on him to try to stop him? He did, and it still didn't work. Thames is just too long, too strong, and in the lane doing whatever he wants right now to Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
He's like Alex Westfall. He's going to do whatever he wants, when he wants.
And long and strong.
Yes. Well, yes. Strong. Not always long, but most time. Well, hey.
I was talking off the tee.
I was too. Former college golfer Alex and Evan Westfall both on crew tonight. Bugsy corner in the 3, back to Sherrod. Hot potato pass to the mid-post. And we get a foul. But St. Mary's sharing the sugar. Everybody starts making a shot. They start getting a little bit friendlier with the basketball as well. It works for many things.
Well, you got the 5 players on the court right now, which I think is the most effective for their offense, especially if Savory can get going down low. You got Zip Hines, who can facilitate. You got Sherrod Barnes, who's a natural scorer. And when you put Trey at that 3 or 4 position, he's going to be able to out-quick most big men.
Trey McKinney with 11 points. Barnes with 9 to lead the Eaglets. Meanwhile, Thames leading the way in this ball game with 7 points. Wisniewski checks in. Savory will check out for St. Mary's. Zip Hines returns, and here come the Bucks down 14. They've trailed by as many as 15 in the game. Steal topside. Showtime coming up. Trey with a lay-in. And a gasp by the crowd who wanted more, including me. Nonetheless, he did the right thing. He put it through. Todd Covert will love that. 16-point lead, the largest of the night. lucky 13 for Trey.
And really right now the difference in the game you're seeing is the turnovers. You just saw 2 quick points for St. Mary's off those turnovers. So far Flint Beecher has 8 on the day. And you see a nice take right there too. And the assists, only 3 assists for Beecher and 8 assists for Orchard Lake St. Mary's while turning the ball over once. That's a good recipe.
It is, and many of those turnovers forced or live ball turnovers that have cashed into points.
Yep, and taking a couple charges, which could have turned into hoops.
That's right. That's right.
Some good turnovers right now for Orchard Lake St. Mary's and for Flint Beecher, something that they can clean up in the locker room.
Yep. Here's the zone, and keys in this zone for St. Mary's offensively, Stick.
Yeah, just get it to this elbow spot right there, or just give it to Trey McKinney and let him be Trey McKinney. I mean, you could do that.
Trey cutting through some gaps, hot knife through butter. 16-point lead, matches their largest. Trey on tilt, he's got 15.
How he can use both hands so naturally is just very impressive.
Menefield misses it, but the stick back somehow evades the hole. Wisniewski with a big boy rebound, 20 ticks left. Hines on the move, Sherrod 4-3, no. And Wisniewski pushed off for that rebound. D. Little said so, and I trust her.
Yeah, but there's another situation where Sherrod Barnes just got a little ahead of himself. I'm not sure if St. Mary's wanted to hold for the last shot, too, going into halftime, but pulling up from that deep in 3 when you have the opportunity to drive.
Yep. Menefield, nowhere to go, and this is discombobulation at its finest. Thanks to the Eaglets, who enter halftime with a 16-point lead. They trailed entering the second quarter. A dominant second frame for St. Mary's, who really made some adjustments, Stick.
Yeah, it made some major adjustments, only allowing 8 points in the entire quarter, and those were some big baskets brought to you by Terry Thames, some tough, hard-working hoops, too. So St. Mary's will definitely live with that quarter when they put up 25-8.
More to come from Dabrowski Fieldhouse. Happy holidays. We're the Prep. Thanks for watching.
From an ordinary idea comes a great journey. It all starts with a simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded individuals who believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G-Brand. Now that's game.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. We all know that our wives and daughters deserve special attention, but that's especially true when it comes to their knees. Do you know that females are at a 2 to 5 times risk compared to their male counterparts when it comes to blowing out their knees? It doesn't seem fair, but it's true. The reasons include the way females are made and the way they fire their muscles. But fortunately, there are injury prevention programs out there that can greatly decrease this risk of injury. And if you do know a female who blows out her ACL, don't despair. We have neat, innovative, minimally invasive ways to fix their knees and get them back onto the field. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
As the voice of Michigan's student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports should be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe that athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe that students in the stands should have fun,
but not take away the focus from the game.
We believe coaches should act like teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and support their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Every morning, I woke up with stabbing pain in my feet. Plantar fasciitis, the doctor called it. All I know is it really hurt. One visit to fix my feet today and the pain was gone. And even better, the custom arch supports I got worked in all my shoes.
Don't wait. End your foot pain now. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Does your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
In today's ever-changing real estate and mortgage lending world, the importance of a true professional has never been higher. At Success Mortgage Partners, our mission is for every borrower to receive level 10 service, and our goal is to get you the lowest rate possible. We want you to have an experience of a lifetime. Navigating a turbulent market like this, it needs to be handled by a real professional. Call Todd Barr today at 734-674-6154 and put 20 years of local knowledge to use for you and your family. Success Mortgage Partners Incorporated supports equal housing opportunity and MLS ID number 130562. This is informational only and is not an offer for credit or a commitment to a lend. Contact Success Mortgage Partners to learn more about your eligibility for its mortgage products. If your company wants to make the turn to the next level, make sure you contact Make the Turn, an award-winning digital marketing firm based right here in Metro Detroit. Founded by Mike Sullivan and Kyle Bogey in 2019, they've quickly grown to a full team of professionals who create custom marketing solutions to help grow your business. Maybe you've got a great marketing department and you want to get just 10% better, or maybe you're a business owner who wants a marketing director without the full-time salary. It's worth visiting MakeTheTurn.com and checking out all their great examples and reviews. They can help with content creation, digital advertising, or even just optimizing your social media and web presence. Visit MakeTheTurn.com to schedule a free consultation and see how they can help your company make the turn to the next level. Welcome back to Orchard Lake, Michigan. Dombrowski Fieldhouse. Here's some highlights from the first half. He's Sam Day. My name is Chad Bush. Stick, take us through this first half of play and what went down. What a difference in quarters for both teams.
Yeah, we started out with a tight first quarter. Flint Beecher actually taking the lead by 1 point going into the second quarter, but then St. Mary's absolutely exploded in the second quarter, putting up 25 points pretty much from all levels of the field and playing some good defense. But Flint Beecher, you got to hand it to them. They were hitting some tough fadeaway shots right there. Keontae Menafield with a big shot, with Sherrod Barnes flying through the air. And that guy, number 14, what more can you say about Terry Thames for Flint Beecher? But St. Mary's got it going. Great defense, big rebounds right there by Sherrod Barnes. You see Savory using that size and strength down low. Another big triple there for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Sherrod Barnes from the corner, who's really taken a lot of three-pointers tonight. We haven't traditionally seen that out of him. And then, of course, Orchard Lake St. Mary's. There he is again, number 14, Thames. He's been fun to watch, but St. Mary's took advantage of that second quarter, ended up shooting about 60% for the half. Flint Beecher shooting 50% for the half. But to me, the big difference is the assist-to-turnover ratios for each team.
St. Mary's 8 assists, just 2 turnovers, and Beecher 3 assists, 5 turnovers. Early on, it's Brother Rice and Warren De La Salle. It's a 2-point Rice lead late in the first quarter, and St. John's plays tomorrow, and Catholic Central and Okemos also later. More scores to come, but definitely we'll keep an eye on that De La Salle Rice game. Tight in the first as expected. 3-point shot, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Barnes has it and wins the battle. Terry Thames picks up the foul.
And that was a good defensive possession for Sherrod Barnes. Closes out on his defender, and then once the rebound gets away, he crashes down to the baseline to steal it back. That's the all-out effort you see out of number 0.
Offer from Eastern Michigan for Sherrod. Wants that tough assignment on defense.
And I think he switched shoes at halftime.
Yeah, did he? Good observation. Rip and drive Savory. We saw that last week, and he dunked it home. This time he gently lays it in. A quick 7 for Savory. Equal to their largest lead now of 18 points, 1 minute gone by in this second half.
Yeah, and St. Mary's hasn't been able to close the door on a state champion with all the great players they've had over the past 5 years. And I'm telling you, Savory may be that secret ingredient that they haven't had in the big man.
I think you're right. Terry Thames Jr. with a fadeaway fill. He's been something. 8 points for 14. Smythe from downtown for 3. Splash City! Second one of the night for Smythe. He's got a quick 6, and the Eaglets have their largest lead of the night. They're plus 19.
Smythe's got such a beautiful release. You can tell when he shoots it, it's almost like a magnet how it goes to that hoop.
Quick and fluid, isn't it? 17-footer short, good box out, maybe too good of a box out. Smith loves it.
It was a good box out by Savory, but Sherrod Barnes with the two-handed shove right to the back of the guy trying to box him out. And that was a clear foul. We get another replay of it. It looked like he put all his effort into him and shoved him with 2 hands.
A little overzealous. Something falls short finally for Thames. Sherrod on the run, layup, no. Kept it himself on the break, out of control. Corner 3, no. Offensive rebound, and Trey McKinney's going to pick it up. That'll be Trey's first of the night. Trey's got 15 points. We're 2 minutes in the third quarter. St. Mary's enjoying their largest lead of 19. They trailed to start the second quarter.
Yeah, the intensity for Orchard Lake St. Mary's has really picked up, and we talked about it. We're starting to see parts of their offense that you haven't seen so far in this season, like Smythe getting going, Sherrod Barnes shooting deeper threes. It's really opening up some space down low.
Dead spot right 3, confident stroke, and that's good. That's Terry Thames for 3. And Beecher needed that thing badly. Quick answer by Trey. That didn't take long. Smythe with high active hands bats it into that corner and towards Robin Goddard somewhere in that corner. Probably a jar of pickled bologna somewhere over there.
What a great job he's done curating all the trophies and stuff when you walk into this place.
Amazing. School be lost without him. Menifield's pass nearly picked by Trey. Double team, steal by Smith, his third of the game. Ahead to Savory. Fouled going up strong.
You saw a little wrinkle in the Orchard Lake St. Mary's defense on that with a 2-man high trap there.
Yeah,
you don't normally see them trapping and doing those types of things, and a nice bounce pass here. And as you know, Jaden Savory, once he gets that big body in the air, you got to follow him or just accept that he's going to make that layup.
His sister, Sydney Savory, is the top freshman in the state of Michigan and one of the best in the country. She's at Belleville High School. We'll cover her on the 21st of January against Wayne Memorial. This is a very athletic family and high academic as well. Savory's got it all, and their junior here at St. Mary's also has a couple of sports that he's got to figure out which route he's going to go.
Yeah, to put it in perspective for some people, he never played football before this year, and before the season even started, he got a D1 offer from Arizona State.
Man. Smythe for 3, no. Smythe cools off there. Eaglets plus 17, 4:40 left in the third. Trying to get to 4-1. The Eaglets will face stiff competition coming up. The hammer from Trey, and the man-child continues his tour de la revenge.
Very fancy of you.
You like that R roll?
I do. Good job.
Thank you. I learned that French here with Mrs. Merlot.
Oh, wow.
Yep. High on the right, Beecher in deep trouble in Orchard Lake. Class C state champs from a year ago.
Got to hand it to Sherrod Barnes on that defensive try with a great steal here.
Menafield with a steal and score and a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. 3:38 to go. Beecher trying to make a run. Eaglets trying to stock and stuff with Trey. Back after this.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to fix my feet today, and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing.
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Welcome back to Orchard Lake. 3-1 are the Eaglets out of the Central Division. 4-time state champions, last in 2000. Jermaine Gonzalez was on that club, one of the leaders and captains. State runners-up in 94. They'll celebrate that team. A lot of good friends on that club. State semifinalist a year ago. Established 1885, 826 private co-divisional, not co-ed, co-divisional. And a lot of college prospects and commits on this court tonight in the red and white for the Eaglets. Trey McKinney, contact no call, gets the return pass. The double catch and a block. A.I. Williams with a swat there.
That's interesting. You don't see St. Mary's posting up Trey McKinney too often.
Nope.
But this is a guy you should post up every time down the floor. Number 14, Terry Thames.
Thames with another one. He's got 10. He leads this Beecher club. Sherrod calls out the play. Double screen. St. Mary's, some tough competition ahead. We talked about it. Warren Lincoln on the 30th. And then in the North Farmington Showcase. Sherrod with a strong take off the glass.
Going in amongst the trees. Terry Thames tried to block that shot with that length, but Sherrod Barnes able to get it up on the glass, and a quick turnover here. Goes to Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
Another look.
See the inbound pass here.
Yeah, unforced right in that Eaglet student section. JV team down there, they're undefeated. Doesn't look like they're going to lose to anybody anytime soon. Trey McKinney from 19, that's no good. And Menafield out of control, but draws the foul. They'll get Zip Hines with a body, I believe, with 2:12 to go. And St. Mary's in control, up 17.
Yeah, if you're Flint Beecher, I mean, you know you got Thames on the mismatch, but somebody else has to step up for them. Is it going to be number 1, Eric Jones, who we saw get hot earlier with a couple of nice turnaround jumpers? Or you see a nice take to get to the line by Keontae.
Free throw is good. St. Mary's tonight shooting 59.5% from the floor, 36% from downtown, and 64% from the free throw line. Had my head in the stats, I apologize, partner. Blocked out of bounds, Menafield by Zip, but they'll get a foul.
Nice take by Zip. He's got that quick first step.
Yep. Trey with a kick, Zip, corner 3, Rainbow Rocker, Splash City. Zip with 5, Eaglets plus 19, matching their largest lead.
And you like how he left that gooseneck up there, too, to let you know he put rotation on that three-point shot.
He was feeling it. Pressured, forced by Barnes.
Buccaneers ball out of bounds on the side.
Eaglets have had their way since the second quarter. There you see. There's Anna and Corey.
Yep, there they are.
And Aunt Judy.
Hi, Aunt Judy.
Yeah, and Marma, all right in a row. There's some legends right there.
I can't wait to show that to them later.
Yeah, I love it. Good to see Corey. And congratulations. Huh?
I said, and of course, my mom texted me. She saw Anna and Corey.
Miss Dawn.
Yeah.
Miss Dawn Day in the house or in Arizona. When's she coming north?
It's going to be after the baby's born.
You let me know when she's here.
I will.
Topside three, Davis, no. Good box out by Smitty to grab the board. St. Mary's plus 19. Sherrod open three short. And Wisniewski a little bit overzealous and over the back on Menefield.
You can kind of feel St. Mary's not taking momentum off, but you know they're trying to slow down the offense, get some more methodical shots. It was still a good look, but you could definitely tell that the urgency has been pulled back a little bit, being up almost 20 here at the end of the third.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get comfy in some sets, no doubt. Still some different guys in new roles like Zip Hines, and yeah, I mean getting your offense rolling. St. Mary's did return a lot from last year, but look, this is a team that had to sort of fit in some new pieces. It's more like fitting in new pieces than the pieces you lost. With all due respect, they did lose a lot, but reserves set of starters. Angel Kachowski's checked into the ball game. Hard-working guy. He was the third person, an international student transferred from Macedonia. It transferred last year, and he was one of the three that folks don't talk a lot about. But look, he's a contributor, and he's a guy that's in there now along with Aiden Hanks. Kachowski with a fine game in the opener against Flint Carman Ainsworth.
Yeah, you're seeing all three of the transfer students on the floor right now. Zip, Savory, and Chakowski.
You got to wonder how much time they played together last year practicing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say while you were talking about how this team has been built. It's really been Trey McKinney and Sherrod Barnes have been the staples, and the parts around them have been moving. So once they find that legit starting five for everybody, it's going to be interesting to see how this rotation plays out. And Todd Covert, I mean, good for him. He's got a lot of tools that he can go to.
Yeah.
A lot of different lineups he can utilize.
Yep. And he's got the seniors and guys that have been here, and you know, Daniel Smythe, four-year guy, and Mason Wisniewski and Andrew Smith. Good to have some leadership and some veterans as well. Savory steps back and gets his 10th point. He's in double digits. And the Eaglets are up 21 Black Jack with 10 seconds to go. Steal Savory midcourt. Going to take it all the way, and watch out Alex Mayer. Look at the moves by Mayer.
Well, it's a good thing he's got that chair with the wheels on it, because he was able to get out of the way.
He's got those wheels on a yo-yo. How about Mayer?
Part man, part chair, Alex Mayer.
Look at that. Boot, scoot, boogie. That's an electric slide by Mayer in his third year out of Romeo.
Look at the beautiful locks that never go away.
Yeah, look at that. Scoot. We're going to call him Scoot from now on.
Yeah, he brings that from home and everywhere he goes.
Well, you might have to leave it. I like it quite a bit. Thank you, Alex. 2.6 seconds left. We'll keep it right here. Alex Westfall is your executive producer. He is Sam Stick-Day. My name is Chad Bush. We do have a scoring update in Warren, and it is 30-26. Brother Rice by 4 with 30 seconds left until halftime. Thank you, J-Mo. Thank you, Pat. The stat. right here at St. Mary's by 21 stick with 2.5 seconds left. Your thoughts on this game thus far, sir?
I mean, still the story of the game is the assist-to-turnover ratio. St. Mary's now up to 11 assists and only 3 turnovers. And then you look over on the other side for Flint Beecher, 7 turnovers, only 3 assists. So those are the big stats for me and how they stand out.
Makes a lot of sense. Todd Covert has to feel better about this effort tonight, and especially after trailing entering the second quarter. Eaglets have been on some kind of a run and playing in some kind of way. Trey McKinney takes a seat. It'll be mostly reserves here with the exception of Savory. But this is a trusted 5 for Todd Covert as he continues to try to develop and build the depth of this year's team, which he thinks is the difference maybe that they didn't have last year.
Well, it's not often you see Savory and Wisniewski on the court together as well. So playing with 2 bigs, it's going to be fun to watch how they incorporate.
Mason Wisniewski for 3. Oh, the ball out of bounds play.
And the bench goes wild for him.
A little mace in your face. Eaglets by 24 on the whiz from the corner for 3 from Hines.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Yes, Flint Beecher, 9-time state champions. Co-ed school, Division III. You might recall Monte Morris, the Detroit Pistons' own. Former Beecher Buck, Mr. Basketball 2013. Round 2 pick. And they've had many, many more. Carmelo Harris, Jalen Terry, Keon Menafield, Ernest Sanders, Robert Lee. Trey McKinney with a gliding lay-in. That's good. And the Eaglets with their largest lead of 26. Trey has 21 black jack.
What a beautiful backdoor cut by Trey and a drop off by Sherrod Barnes. Great play coming out in this 4th quarter for Coach.
Yes, sir. Gotta love it. Trey on the push, corner, Smythe, 3 on the way, short. And the rebound ripped off and cleaned up by Thames. Good box out by Savory and maybe a better save by Jaden. Trey with a hook pass. Hines with a baseline drive. Had it stolen. Ripped out. Eric Jones stolen right back by Savory with a sweet move to the 10. He has a dozen, and the Eaglets are up 28 points.
That's one thing you see a lot with this Orchard Lake St. Mary's team, being able to finish with both hands. Trey can go strong left. You just saw Savory go strong left, and you've seen Sherrod Barnes go strong left too. That must be something that Todd Covert works on with his squads.
It certainly is. You see the foul there. A big adjustment for Trey was his left-handed passing and shooting, Todd said, in the offseason, to your point.
Well, that's one good thing about a guy like Trey McKinney. You know, when you have all the talent in the world as a freshman, sometimes you just rely on your laurels a little bit and like, hey, I'm talented. You see this kid in the gym day in and day out working on his craft.
Yep. One of the hardest workers you'll ever see.
Funny how that works, right? The harder you work, the better you get.
Yep. Making use of that talent. It was God-given. Down the avenue, zip sauce. Isaiah has 7, and the Eaglets are up 28 again.
And Zip is a guy we really haven't seen a lot of. So watching his development and watching what he's going to become for Orchard Lake St. Mary's is going to be something to keep track of all season long.
The Eaglets tonight, 5 players with 6 or more points.
See him just turn the corner nice and easy with that right hand.
Third foul on Trey. Eaglets with 3 in double figures. McKinney with 21. Savory with 12. Barnes with 11. Hines with 7. Smythe with 6. Quite the balanced scoring act for the Eaglets. Meanwhile, 3 players with 10 points, and James, Menafield, and Jones for Beecher. Check that. Jones now with 11 to lead the way. It's been a quiet 11. Back the other way. Sherrod with a little push shot from 10 feet out.
He's having fun right now. Big smile on his face while he's running down the court.
Near steal, turnover forced. Beecher out of bounds, flipped it over. That's their 9th turnover of the night.
Thames went up for that shot, and he dropped it off. I thought he could have probably put it in. And if I'm him right now, I'm going to start getting a little bit selfish. Like, listen, guys, I'm trying to play team ball, but I'm the only one that's on tonight. Let me put in some work.
No doubt. Pull up, Barnes, 3 short.
And that's exactly what happens, that possession down the court. Not exactly a great shot, but aggressive.
Savory to the hole and a strong finish. He has 14. Slow start in the first, but he has really come on since. Largest lead of the night of 30 until now. That's Menafield, and that's a Trey turnover. Drug his foot on that back line. D. Little said so.
Yeah, just one of those things you're not really paying attention. I would expect some wholesale changes coming for St. Mary's here, being up 28 with 5 minutes left in the 4th.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Eaglets in control, up 28. Happy holidays. We're the Prep. Thanks so much for being a part of us and supporting us tonight in Orchard Lake.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Here's some highlights from earlier tonight. And the crew got loose and got to shoot some shots. And
I missed this.
Oh, yeah, there's Sonny from that short corner left. He's pretty good. Mayer, not bad. Stretch 4 in Romeo. Sonny played at Troy. He was pretty good. Played for Gary Freilich at Troy High. We're going to get back to Troy High at some point. But Alex Westfall showed a little range. He hit one from 17. I think Evan, some good post moves. We missed that. We weren't invited. I guess we just weren't here early enough.
Maybe post game we can get it in with the boys.
I'm good. I'm good. Trey McKinney for 2. No, it'd be fun. You know, it would be fun. Let's discuss it. Trey with 23. Smythe forces the reset for Beecher.
And I'm actually kind of shocked that St. Mary's is still rolling with their starting 5 going into this late part of the fourth quarter being up 30.
Yeah,
we saw it at the end of the third, a whole new crew out there for St. Mary's, getting the young guys some run. But, you know, after coming off a loss, sometimes it's good to get your guys back on the court, get them in rhythm, and just get them having fun playing with each other again.
Ball out of bounds, reset in the corner. There you see Robin Goddard.
Ah, the legend.
The legend, Goddard. He loves Christmas, loves this school. I think he's been to Frankenmuth 32 times this week. Daniel Smythe with a run-out lay-in.
Oh, the light show that they do on Old Orchard Trail here at the beautiful campus.
Yeah, Robin does so much, but especially this campus during Christmas time. He makes it beautiful.
You think he still takes kids out of class to put up those lights?
I think he does. I think he does. There might be a little more restrictions these days on that, but yes. Layup good by Zip Hines.
Community service.
Sure, why not? 32-point lead for St. Mary's. This is their largest.
And they've really turned it on. I mean, coming out of that first quarter, you thought this was going to be an intense ball game, only going down by 1 point heading into the second. Then just something clicked in that second quarter, and St. Mary's just got rolling.
That's right. Don Gerald Hughes Jr. for three. Smythe from the parking lot. Splash City! Bugsy with a big one. He's got 11. And this has turned into a West Coast battle. Smythe with a run-out layup good. He's got a quick 5. He's got 13. Eaglets by 34. Todd Covert going to call off the Dogs. Crowd on their feet in Orchard Lake. Eaglets taking care of business in a get-right game at home before the holiday.
Yeah, and we talked about it earlier. When Smythe gets going, this offense can do some special things. And there you see a good 3 feet behind the three-point line, just draining it in there with a beautiful shot by Smythe.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
All right, both teams have gone to the bench. Changes on the floor. Eaglets still with a 5 that they're going to trust deep into the season. These are big 3 minutes for both teams.
And another turnover by Flint Beecher. I believe that's 10 now for them on the day. So double-digit turnovers. And it's led to a lot of offense for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. And we talked about that earlier in the game as well. And a couple of those turnovers were drawn charge calls that would have resulted in points on the board. So big turnovers, and that's kind of been the story of the game today for Flint Beecher.
Yep. St. Mary's will take on De La Salle in this building, their next time in this building. Aiden Hanks doing what he does. Save back to Smitty, down to Wisniewski with a lay-in. And that's big-time basketball from the Eaglets. 5. Corner runner, no. Hanks with a rebound. Watch this Hanks kid play. Zip Hines down the boulevard.
That pass by Hanks, a chest pass across the full court in stride to Zip Hines. Well, that was almost a perfect angle for us to see. That was an impressive pass.
It really is, Stick. They love Aiden Hanks. Very valuable bench guy, high effort, an approved shooter, Dennis Rodman type guy. Well conditioned too. And substitutions coming for both clubs. Bella Mateus will check into the lineup for St. Mary's.
Angel with a hot pass there that Wisniewski was not looking for. I don't think he was ready for it, but that just shows how creative Angel can be off the dribble too.
Skilled player, European player, growing up in Croatia. Defensive stance for Christian Layton. Layup good. That bucket goes to number 31. And that's Alan Carr, I believe. Kachowski gets loose down low, and St. Mary's has 85 points tonight with 1:14 left.
And only putting up 15 in the first quarter.
How about it? Wisniewski with a rebound. Hanks on the push. To the corner. Layton for three. Short. Wisniewski with a putback dunk. No. Angel Kachowski with a finish.
I tell you, I like what I've seen out of Kachowski here in this last minute of play. I mean, he's done everything fundamentally sound and made some good decisions.
International student, very high academic. Corner three, in and out. Wisniewski had it, lost it. Kachowski to push ahead. Mateus to Layton in the corner. No. Kachowski with a steal. And the Eaglets are still hustling. Angel off the glass. No. Stick back. Wisniewski. Mace in the face. He's got 7, and the Eaglets are up 42.
He's got that sneaky athleticism. Can get up there and throw it down with the best of them, Wisniewski.
How about it? Eaglets end with an exclamation mark and a get-right game at home and a bounce back in a big way. 89-47 after trailing entering the second quarter. A big night for the boys in red and white, Stick.
Yeah, and you get a nice look at it here. Bench players in, but Wisniewski is more of a starter than a bench player. Look at that guy, a 6-man coming off that can do that for your team. That just shows you how deep this St. Mary's squad is.
4-1 are the Eaglets, 4-4 are the Buccaneers. We're back with our G of the game right after this. Thanks for watching. We're the Prep.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Did you know that kids are not little adults when it comes to sports injuries? That's because of something called the growth plate. Growth plates exist all over the human body in our growing athletes. They're actually little cartilage discs that exist at the end of all the long bones. It's simply where a kid grows. The problem is that the growth plate can be the weak link. What might be a sprain, a strain, or a tear in an adult when they hurt themselves can actually be a growth plate fracture in a kid. So it's important, if your kid has hurt themselves and they're not using their arm or they're not able to put weight on a leg, come see one of us, get an x-ray, and make sure it's not a growth plate fracture. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to fix my feet today and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing.
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
From an ordinary idea comes a great journey. It all starts with a simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded individuals who believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G-Brand. Now that's game.
Welcome back to Dabrowski Fieldhouse. St. Mary's wins this ball game tonight to go to 4-1, 89-47. The Eaglets knock off Flint. Beecher, a guy that knows a thing or two about the Flint area, Mr. Trey McKinney, ironically happens to be our G of the game and our player of the game tonight. Trey, a solid all-around contest, 23 points on 10 of 15 shooting, 7 rebounds, and some 8 rebounds and 4 assists. An all-around game for you, maybe your best all-around game tonight, would you say?
Yeah, I think we did a pretty good job of staying level-headed and playing as a team. So I think that was our best all-around game this season, and just bouncing back from that loss. So it was good.
Bouncing back from that loss is important. You as one of the leaders of this team, you lost to UAD on Monday night. What was kind of the theme coming out of that and how you guys wanted to respond and change?
We were just very disappointed in how we played in that loss. So, we just had to get back in the gym and listen to our coach and help him give us feedback on what we needed to do better. And we did that.
Sorry, Trey. 5 guys in double figures tonight, and getting other guys going in this offense and kind of getting everybody together. It takes time, right? It took time last year. This year it seems to take time with new players shuffling in and out. How do you think it's going so far?
No, it's definitely it's weird trying to get everybody involved because our team is so talented. We have so many guys that can do so many different things. So I just feel like we have so much potential and we can really live up to it.
A lot of it was the defense tonight, the pressure that never went away, it seemed like, despite the lead. How important is defense, and Coach Covert, how much does he stress it, and how important it is for this team moving forward?
Well, he's not really worried about the offense because, we have so many guys that can fill it and score it. So he's really just preaching defense, ball pressure, helping the helper. So, yeah.
What's on your list to Santa for Christmas? What do you want?
Man, I need a new phone, man.
All right, a new phone. All right, that's cool. If anybody's listening out there, a new phone. Trey's looking for it. Your visits ahead and what's ahead for the holidays? Any traveling involved, or are you going to stick around? We heard you might be going on some visits. What's the latest in your travel itinerary?
No, I just got back from Georgetown a couple weeks ago. That was pretty cool. I've never been to D.C. before. It was cool. And I plan to go more West Coast and early next year, like January, sometime like that. So that'll be fun.
Awesome, young man. Keep it up. Well done. Keep leading them. Congratulations on yet another G of the Game award. And
Thank you.
Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Same to you.
All right, thanks so much. That's Trey McKinney, our G of the Game. St. Mary's wins it big tonight at home and bounce back big-time fashion, 89-47 over the defending state champion Flint Beecher Bucks. Stick and I are back to wrap things up from Orchard Lake right after this.
Lowering the shoulder.
swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Chad and Stick back with you from Dombrowski Fieldhouse. Venerable Dombrowski Fieldhouse. 4-time state champions are the Eaglets. Trying to get back to the Breslin after a semifinal appearance a year ago. Both these teams, a lot of pedigree, Stick. St. Mary's certainly favored tonight, but give Flint Beecher credit. They led at the end of the first quarter and showed some battle and showed that they're going to have their way themselves this year. In their season and in their travels.
Yeah, Flint Beecher, you see the talent that they have, especially number 14. Did we get clarity on who that actually was? It says Wasir. We've heard different things. I've heard the PA announcer.
Everybody's Thames. He's 12, he's 14.
There was like several Thames out there tonight. I heard Todd Bardis announce Thames for 12. Whoever number 14 was for Flint Beecher. Incredible player. I want to see a lot more of him, and you can see Flint Beecher. They got the talent to do it. They just got the goods, and they got to put it together.
St. Mary's a balanced attack. They shoot 63% from the floor, 35% from downtown, 64% from the free throw line, and 5 players in double figures. Isaiah Hines with 11, Daniel Smythe with 13, Sherrod Barnes with 13, Jaden Savory with 14, and Trey with 23 points. Scoring wasn't everything tonight. Defense certainly was.
The defense certainly was. And, forcing all those turnovers, 10 turnovers. And, I've kind of preached on it all game long, but St. Mary's was 17 assists to only 5 for Flint Beecher. So that team basketball really shined through tonight for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. You saw they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening. Just a good time.
Good time had by all. Eaglets are back at it coming up in the North Farmington tournament that happens next week.
Nice.
And they'll also take on a battle that should be interesting, Warren-Lincoln, on the 30th of the Round Ball Classic. Meanwhile, Beecher will move on and get back into league play. Listen, Merry Christmas to you, partner, and we'll have ball games on the other side of the holiday. We look forward to that, but we're thankful for you, your services, and for all of our friends at the PreP. And we thank everybody and wish everyone a happy holiday. And thank you for joining us here tonight.
Yeah, thank you for subscribing and being part of the fun. The PreP has grown a lot over the past 3 years and continuing to get bigger and better. And look at these all-stars working here tonight.
Yes, sir. Alex Westfall, your executive producer. Evan Westfall on replay. Austin Sonnenberg on graphics. Samuel Fisher on audio tonight. Kyle Buchanan on camera. And Chase Kaufman, soon to be daddy, on a camera as well.
Attaboy.
Alex Mayer on the floor tonight, doing great work on camera 3.
Alex Mayer's chair making an appearance.
There he is. Oh, yeah, that electric slide was sticky.
There it is. Look at that.
Oh, there's the chair. The chair will never be the same. Want to thank Jamie Janssen, JMO, on stats, getting us some great numbers tonight and scores and highlights. And Pat the Stat, busy putting his monitors away. That's his 5th monitor this season. He's broken about 12. My name's Chad Bush. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Your final score tonight from Orchard Lake. The Eaglets win it 89-47 over Flint Beecher. Have a great night. Happy holidays. Be safe. Have fun.